Okay, this will be the first part of a two-part video response to Tonya TKO's video that was titled, "Why Should Black Women Build a Bum?"
Today's video is specifically geared towards men, particularly black men that I've seen coming out on social media talking about wanting a woman to help build him up, help elevate him, help him get to her level, etc. And I wanted to, I'm making this video hoping that we can start the dialogue. I really want to hear from you, from men who feel this way, to kind of get a sense and understanding for why.
Okay, now I'm going to take her up on that one, but in this video, I'm going to do more so a breakdown of the main thing that she and a lot of black women tend to miss when they talk about building a bum. In the second part, I'm going to do more of a line-by-line breakdown of the things I disagree with, just like I've done with some Derrick Jackson videos, and it more than likely will be more of those to come as well. But for right now in this video, what I'm going to do, I'm going to explain the major thing that she and so many women of all races tend to miss when they're talking about having to build a man. Now, first things first, it seems reasonable to a woman to say that, hey, if I'm a successful woman, I'm making $100,000 a year, I should be able to be with a man who makes $100,000 a year or more. Women say that at all levels. If they're making $250,000 a year, they want a man who can make $250,000 a year or more. If they're making $50,000 a year, they want a man who can make $50,000 a year or more. And no woman wants to bring a man up to first class. I get it. That makes perfect sense. But here's the part that they're missing. As a woman, you don't barter with your money, power, and success, because men who have their own money, power, and success, they're not attracted to your money, power, and success. They have their own money. Why do they care about your money? The only man that cares about your money is a broke man who does not have his own. So the woman will still more than likely say, I don't care. I'm successful. I want to be with a successful man. Well, let's look at what that successful man wants. That successful man wants a beautiful woman. And the thing that a lot of women miss is that if a man is, let's just say, his physical appearance and how he looks, if he's a 6 on a scale from 1 through 10, once he becomes successful and he's making over 6 figures, he now just became an 8, 9, or a 10 to younger, more attractive women, depending on how successful he is. So that woman who's also a 6 on a scale from 1 through 10, when she becomes successful and is making 6 figures, she's still a 6. You very rarely will see a successful man with a 5 or a 6. And you very rarely will see a beautiful woman with a build-a-bum. And black men on average make more money than black women. There are more black men making $75,000 to $150,000 than what there are black women making $75,000 to $150,000. There are twice as many black men making $250,000 a year than what there are black women making $250,000 a year. So the men are there, but do they want you? Now, I worded that kind of harsh, understanding that there is some nuance to it. A woman may very well be beautiful, but she could have some low self-esteem issues, some problems with her past. She could possibly need therapy. There's so much nuance to it, and Tonya TKO touches on that very well. But that's not what I'm here to touch on, because I'm looking at this on a large scale as a whole, and women are too often thinking that they get to trade and barter with what they have accomplished. That's how men move through the world, and men didn't make that rule. It's not our fault that women are hypergamous, as Tonya TKO has admitted that they are. They want to be with the most successful men. So successful men have options that may not include the average looking woman who worked really hard and got a degree and makes good money. It still may be the case that she doesn't get that man who's on her level, because her level is based off how she looks, and that's not fair for women But I can also say, hey, it's not fair for men that we have to roll up our sleeves and work hard and provide something, but we got to do it. It's not fair for women that they have to be as beautiful as they can be. It's more unfair for women because how you look, just kind of your genetics. You can work out hard, use cosmetics, you can improve it a little bit. But a man could be born ugly and unattractive, but if he really works hard, he can achieve a lot. So we are at an advantage in the dating game. Women are at a disadvantage, and I understand that. I'm sympathetic towards that. But what you can't do is talk as if black men are just bums because you're struggling to get one of the successful ones. And that's what I hear a lot of black women doing when they're criticizing black men as a whole, because the bum men are what's left and available to them. I would look at a black man who's accomplished nothing, who works part-time at McDonald's, over 30, saying that there are no beautiful women, or I'm tired of dealing with these ugly, unattractive baby mamas that got 3 kids by 3 different men. Yeah, step your game up. That's what Tonya TKO tells men like that. So women believe now that stepping their game up means becoming more successful. But that's not what stepping your game up is when you're a woman. You have to play the woman's game, and a woman's game is to be as pretty, polite, beautiful, feminine, and dare I say that dirty word, submissive to a worthy, competent man. But if that worthy, competent man doesn't view you as beautiful, you can't try to then barter with, okay, well, I have a degree in social work, I make $60,000 a year. That doesn't work. But that's what it seems like a lot of black women are trying to do. And that's all I got on this. Subscribe if you don't want to miss the line-by-line breakdown of Tonya TKO's video in part 2.